We start with Cheltenham. They have number 34, Mike Whitehead. I was mentioning him just before. Three-pointer from Canada. And also another Canadian player. He's not on court at the moment, but he has number 32, Rio Kanakovac, 2'5", also from Canada. The rest of the players is, I believe, British. In Leicester Tigers, we have two French guys, the two three-pointers, Sébastien Verdun and Jonathan Ivana. Turnover there for Faye West and the Leicester Tigers. And we also have a Danish 3.5, Mark Peters. And the rest is also, I believe, British players. There's so many new names in both teams. So I'm sorry I don't really have seen them before, either on paper or on court. So there's many new names and new players for me, which is great. I love to see new players in this sport. Another turnover. Pass from Walker into the hands of Haley Cassin. And a turnover again for Leicester. And another try. Verdun. Leicester right now with 3 females on court. Start with Sébastien Verdun, the French three, and then we have Faye West, Haley Cassin, and Lauren Saphir. For Cheltenham, it's Mike Whitehead and Taylor Walker, Lee Evans, and Luke Wilson. Sorry, Jamie Evans and Luke Wilson. And try Tyler Walker, Cheltenham. Faye West, long pass up to Lauren Saphir. She waits for support. And Sébastien Verdun shows up. And early in this game we have a 2-try lead for Leicester. Cheltenham and Whitehead. A long pass there, just close. Oh wow, that's impressive catch by Tyler Walker there. He's sitting really close to the middle line there, being under hard pressure from Verdun. Good job from Walker, keeping away from the middle line and keep Verdun on distance enough. Still Walker, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Good defense now from Leicester. And that pass is too long, too high for Whitehead. Goes over the line and we have a turnover after brilliant defense from Leicester. Substitution now on Leicester. On court comes Jonathan Ivernade, the other French three-pointer, and also Gemma Lumsdain, number 3. Ivana. He warms up his shoulders before he makes that try. He just came on court and maybe he wasn't warm enough, I don't know. Try from Ivana. Walker waits for help from Whitehead. But Whitehead is trapped by Ivana. Good job there from Ivana, and great defense from Leicester. Perfect. Verdun is making a joke to the bench there. I think he's, because the bench is very loud from Leicester, and I think he was joking a little bit about it. Maybe it was a little bit too loud. But I don't think the bench could be too loud. I think it's brilliant. Verdun. Good pushing from Sébastien Verdun. And the French three-pointer with another try. Luke Wilson with the inbounds. Mike Whitehead. Still Whitehead. Looks for Walker. Walker. And that's a 12-second violation on Cheltenham and Tyler Walker. Well, not only on Walker because the whole team is not able to get the ball over in 12 seconds. So turnover, Leicester with the ball again, Verdun. Verdun finds Ivo now. Whitehead with the inbound, and right away he's trapped, picked out by Ivo now. So Walker now alone, being a high punter, and that was too hard for him. And he's on the floor. Lost the ball. We have a turnover. Fallen player. Leicester with the inbound. And a try from Sebastian Verdun. Walker received the inbound from Luke Wilson. Whitehead with the ball, hard pressure now from the French three-pointers. Nice defense there from Leicester, and that's another 12-second violation. Lauren with the inbound. Safir. Verdun. A nice try from the French three-pointer Sebastian Verdun. On court now we see, for Cheltenham, we see Millie Partridge and Rio Kanikovac instead of Tyler Walker and Luke Wilson. Kanikovac, 12-second violation. Whitehead lost his wheel. So didn't he call for equipment time out there? Or maybe it just happened just when the call was made. Safir, Iverna, and the try for Leicester. Partridge to Kanikovac. Kanikovac pushing hard, crossing the midcourt. Turns around. Still Kanikovac. Nice pass to Whitehead. He was blocked by Verdun, and then Kanikovac was out of bounds, leaving court, and that's a turnover. Leicester with the inbound. Verdun with the try. Partridge to Whitehead, back to Partridge, and back to Whitehead, and Whitehead finds Kanikovac, and Kanikovac finds the try line, only for the fourth time for Cheltenham this game. Leicester. Even now. Another try. Kovac. And again, Cheltenham is under hard pressure here. Kovac looks for the long pass to Whitehead. And another 12-second violation. Fantastic defense now from Leicester. Turnover, and Leicester have the ball again. Verdun. And Sebastian Verdun. Partridge with the inbound to Whitehead. Again, Iverna, and Verdun is working strongly in defense. Whitehead managed to cross midcourt. Now we're on front court, and Kovac finds Partridge. And Partridge finds the try line. Iverna finds Verdun with a try. So Partridge with the inbound finds Whitehead. Kovac. Partridge looks for Whitehead. He tips just the ball over on front court with no teammates able to receive that ball, and the ball goes out of the bounds and turnover. Safir with the inbound. All right in the hands of Whitehead. Turnover. Cheltenham with the ball. And Whitehead. Whitehead saw that pass coming. He was quick on stopping, blocking that ball. And a little bit too aggressive defending on Jonathan Ivanau. He was not agree with the referee Huon Cha, but a 30 seconds penalty for Iverna. Illegal use of hands. Excuse me. Whitehead. Kovac. We have 30 seconds left of this first quarter. Back to Whitehead. And the try for Cheltenham. 24.4 seconds left of the quarter. Iverna inbounding for Leicester to Verdun. And Verdun turns around. Wait for the right moment to make the try. And the try comes with 12.6 seconds left. Partridge to Whitehead. Back to Partridge. Strong defense there by Iverna. And a turnover, but there was not enough time left for Leicester. So the first quarter is over, and Leicester Tigers had a fantastic start of this game, being up by 10 tries already, 16-6 against Cheltenham Tigers. We get back to you with the second quarter. Back here again on Court 1 and the second semi-final in League 1 at Rugbymania 2025 here in Rugbymania Sports Hall in Prague. We have the game between the two Tigers team, Leicester and Cheltenham, and Leicester had a brilliant start in the first quarter. Now they're up by 16-6, and they start with the ball here in the second quarter. Mark Peters on the court now, and then the first try of this quarter for the Leicester Tigers by Iverna. So they play now, line up Leicester with Peters, 3-5, Iverna, 3, Lamstein being a 1-5 but playing as a one-pointer as a female player, and Bruno Carrigo. Partridge for Cheltenham. Cheltenham also made some substitutions. We see now on court number 14, number 14, Josh Payne-Gover, two-pointer in the defensive chair. And Taylor Walker is also back on court. So they play actually 3-5, 2-2, and a 0.5. With Jamie Evans as well as a half-pointer. Walker. Payne-Gover. To Partridge. Stopped by Peters. Was blocking that pass. And Peters with the try. Nice defense there from Leicester, but Cheltenham still have the ball. Now it's close. Oh, that's very close of being a 12-second violation, but Partridge managed to get the ball over to Payne-Gover just in time. So try for the Cheltenham. Peters for Leicester. Good block there from Lamstein. Peters looks for a pass to Iverna. Finds him, and Iverna finds another try for Leicester. Payne-Gover inbounding for Cheltenham. He's short inbound to Walker. Now Walker is being hard pressured by Peters. Partridge using the block. And a good defense there from Iverna. Hitting Partridge over the line. Leaving the court. Turnover. Lamstein inbounding to Peters. To Iverna. Payne-Gover to Walker. Good defense there from Mark Peters, but Walker had some help there with players being in the way for Peters, so try from Walker. Lamstein. And a try again for Leicester. Iverna on 21. Walker tries to find Payne-Gover, but he only finds his back, and then the ball bounces out of the over the line. And we have a turnover. Peters. Iverna. Iverna. Nice try there from the French three-pointer. Walker, long pass, tries to find Partridge. And we have a equipment timeout called by, I believe it's Walker, or yeah. No, it's Payne Gover, sorry. So Payne Gover with inbound for Cheltenham. Walker. Good defense there from Lumsden and Peters. And Walker looks for the long pass to Partridge. And she managed to grab that ball just before the line. Good job there from Partridge. Peters to Iverna. Another try. Payne Gover to Walker. Being under hard pressure there from Peters. Walker finds Partridge. And Partridge find another try for Cheltenham. Lumsden to Peters. Peters with a coast-to-coast try from the Danish 3.5. Danish national team player 3.5. Partridge, long pass, but catched by Peters. We have a turnover. And a long pass from Peters to Iverna. And another Leicester try. Payne Gover was unable to get the ball in within its 8 seconds, and we have another turnover. Substitution now in Leicester and also in Cheltenham. On court for Leicester comes 22. Lewis Evans, 2.5, and number 1, Caitlin Kaminski, a female 2.5. For Cheltenham, we see now Rio Kanakovac on court, and also Luke Wilson, and Alex Smart and Luke Wilson. That's another try for Leicester, and we have a 1 meter violation on Tyler Walker. And it's a turnover, and Leicester gets the ball again after this try. So Cheltenham now play with a 3-5-2-5-1-1 lineup. Lewis Evans to Mark Peters. Mark Peters behind Carrico, who is making the perfect block on Walker. And another Leicester try. Strong defense there from Peters. Tipping that ball in the hands to Lewis Evans and then back to Peters. And another Leicester try. Walker. And again into the hands of Evans. And then he passes to Walker. So turnover back again. Alex Smart for Cheltenham and Walker with a try for Cheltenham. Timeout, Cheltenham Tigers. So Cheltenham Tigers, by the way, is coached by the former GB national team coach Paul Shaw. Paul Shaw was coaching GB national team just over until he stopped right after the Paralympics in Paris last year. He was the head coach for many years, and after Paris Paralympics he stopped. And now he's coaching this Cheltenham Tigers. Paul Shaw also was a player in the GB national team for many years. And been on 2 Paralympics, in 2000 in Sydney and 2004 in Athens. And now he's coaching Cheltenham. On the other side, on the Leicester bench, is the coach Jamie Stead. Oh, Peters dropped the ball. I don't know what happened there. He made a big mistake. Dropped the ball on his own bumper, I think. Yeah. As I was saying, on the other bench, Leicester bench, we had Jamie Stead coaching. And Jamie Stead is also a former GB national team player. He just also stopped in the GB national team after Paris Paralympics. And now he's stopped playing also on club rugby and he's coaching Leicester now. So Jamie Stead was playing in GB national team under Paul Shaw as a coach for many years now. So it's an interesting small game in the big game here between Shaw and Stead. Walker on front court. Still Walker with some help from Alex Smart. Good defense now from Peters. Putting some pressure on Walker. Kanakovac with the try. The Canadian G5. Peters. And illegal use of hands on Tyler Walker, number 10, in Cheltenham. And with 2 minutes and 14 seconds left of this second quarter, the Tigers are up by 16 tries. Sorry, now I made a mistake. I mean Leicester Tigers are up by 16 tries, 30-14. I told myself I would remember to say Leicester and Cheltenham. And another try for Leicester, Mark Peters. Now 31-14. 2 minutes and 4 seconds left of this second quarter. Walker on front court to Rio Kanakova. Back to Walker. Good defense from Peters, but Walker finds Luke Wilson with a nice pass, the one-pointer, and a try for Cheltenham. Caitlin Kaminski with the inbound. Tries to find Peters. ball was tipped over the line by Tyler Walker, according to referee Marcus Ross. And Leicester keeps the ball. Peters. Long pass from Walker, too long for Kanakovac, and we have another turnover. Lewis Evans, held ball. When Tyler Walker comes and puts some pressure on Evans, and the referee calls for held ball. And it's a Cheltenham ball. Turnover. Walker loses the ball. And again complaining to the referee about something. I don't know, maybe he thought it was legal advance or something on Evans, but to me it looked like Walker just dropped the ball over the sideline and the turnover and the ball back to Leicester. Leicester with Peters and a try from Mark Peters for Leicester. Alex Smart inbounding to Kanakovac, to Walker, and that's a backcourt violation. And again, Tyler Walker is very unsatisfied with the call from Marcus Ross. That was a backcourt violation call, and I have to admit, to me it looked a little bit, I was not sure, maybe Walker was right, but Ross was standing in a good position and I'm sure it was correct. So Walker is right now not happy at all with the referees, of course. A long bump pass from Smart to Wilson. And he grabs it. Nice catch from Wilson. Kanakovac. And Smart. And a try for Cheltenham. Kaminski with the inbound. To Evans. Lewis Evans turns around. With some good help from Bruno Carrico. Nice push there from Evans. And a nice try from Evans with good assistance from Carrico with that pick. And we have 32.9 seconds left of the second quarter here, and Cheltenham calls for a timeout. Choose to take the inbound on front court, of course, and on court now is back on court is Mike Whitehead and Jamie Evans. So now it's this high-low lineup, and Walker finds Wilson, and Wilson finds a try. Kaminski to Verdun, which is also back on court now. Oh, that was tough for Kaminski to catch that long pass. She tipped it, but over the line. At the same time, Walker was a little bit too aggressive, I think, in the defending. He ran into Kaminski and fell down by himself. But Kaminski was not able to catch that pass, and she tipped it over the line, and it's a turnover. And we have Cheltenham ball in their own corner with 9 seconds left. Jamie Evans with a try to Whitehead. And Whitehead was leaving the court. Pressured by Ivernau. Good defense there from Ivernau. Pushing Whitehead over the line. Turnover and Leicester ball. Substitution in Leicester. On court comes number 15. Hayley Cassin, and leaving the court goes off court, goes Caitlin Kaminski, number 1. Verdun, 5 seconds left. Tries to find Ivana, he doesn't. And Walker with the ball, and the quarter is over. Leicester didn't manage to get that last try there, and after 2 quarters in this semi-final between the Tigers and the Tigers, Leicester Cheltenham, we have Leicester 35, Cheltenham 17. So big lead here for Leicester going into the long break here between second and third quarter. We'll be right back in less than 5 minutes. Stay tuned. Back again here on court 1. And we just saw Leicester making the first try in this third quarter. Cheltenham and Whitehead on front court. Whitehead still finds Partridge, which also is back in court. And a try from Partridge. Faye West on court also. He, for Leicester, finds Verdun. Also we see number 5 on court for Leicester, Nikki Charlton. It's her first appearance in this game on court. Good pressure there from Charlton and from Verdun on Whitehead. Whitehead finds Partridge. He finds Payne Gover. Wow, big strong defense there from Leicester. And really big problems there for Cheltenham, but they made it. And that's 8 seconds and no dribble on Mike Whitehead. Called by the referee Marcus Ross. Referees don't have a number in this sport. They do have in other sports, but not in wheelchair rugby. So Marcus Ross from Great Britain was calling this on Mike Whitehead. 8 seconds, no dribble. Then Faye West with another try for Leicester. Whitehead on court. Tries to find Partridge. Partridge was not able to catch that ball and went over the sideline, and we have a turnover and Leicester ball. Nikki Charlton finds Verdun. But Verdun was swiped by Partridge. She was hitting the ball out of the hands of Verdun, so Leicester keeps the ball. And Verdun tries to find Faye West. And we have a 12-second violation called on Leicester. Verdun was trapped by Pengover and Smart and tried to find a long pass up to West, but she was not able to get it, and also there was some opponents in the way also. So turnover and Cheltenham with the ball. Partridge, try for Cheltenham. Verdun to West. Try from Faye West. Whitehead. Long pass to Partridge. Nice catch by Partridge. And a try from Cheltenham. Charlton finds West. West on front court now, finds Verdun. But that was actually a offensive spinning on Faye West on Mike Whitehead. So, no try and a turnover caused by Faye West for making this offensive spinning. All the errors and defaults you make when you're in position, when you're in the ball possession, or when you have the ball in offense, then it's a turnover all the time. And when you do the same things when you're in defense, then it's a penalty. Good try there from West, trying to catch that ball. Not able to though. Timeout called by Jamie Stead, the Leicester coach. Payne Gover inbounding to Whitehead. To Partridge. And another try from Millie Partridge. Verdun slips out of that double from Whitehead and Payne Gover. Verdun against Smart. And Verdun with the try. Whitehead, Payne Gover. Partridge. And another try from Millie Partridge, number 4 for Cheltenham. Nikki Charlton with the inbound for Leicester. Oh yeah, with a bit of luck, she finds Verdun, and Verdun finds the try line. And the Leicester try. Whitehead. Good defense there from Charlton. And Whitehead with the ball. Finds Partridge with a nice pass. And Partridge finds the try line. And a Cheltenham try. Charlton picks for Verdun. A fast, easy try for Sebastian Verdun. Whitehead. Mike Whitehead. Cheltenham. Tries to find Partridge. But it was too wide for her. And the ball is over the line. Turnover, and Charlton with the inbound for Leicester. To West. Faye West with a try for the Leicester Tigers. Inbound now for the Cheltenham Tigers. Whitehead. Payne Gover. Long pass to Partridge. And again Partridge with the try. West. Throw up to Verdun. Verdun with another try. At the moment they have a 20-try lead here, Leicester, with 3 minutes and 35 seconds remaining of the third quarter. Looks very solid for Leicester. Partridge. Still Partridge. He's just dribble zone and or pass, yeah, pass out Smart. And Smart with a try for Cheltenham. Nikki Charlton to Verdun. And try from Verdun. Well, timeout, Leicester. Well, I have to say, Leicester looks really strong in this game. It looks very impressive, and it seems like they will win this game. I will not say too much, but my feeling is that they will win this game and be in the final against the Prague Robots. And comparing these two semifinals, I would say maybe Leicester have been a bit more impressive than Roberts was in their semifinal. But you never know. So to me, it'll be an interesting final. But I think Leicester is a small favorites in that game. Of course, Prague can win. It's close. It's going to be close, I think. Prague has a chance to win also. But to me, looking at the two semifinals today, I think Leicester are the small favorites in this final against the Prague Robots. Iverna back on court for Leicester. Try from Jonathan Iverna. The other French three-pointer in the Leicester team. Smart to Walker. Walker looked for a long pass. Pressed by Faye West, and he finds Kovac. Nice pass from Walker. A nice catch also from Kovac. Cassin inbounding for Leicester. Iverna. Jonathan Iverna. Try for Leicester. Strong defense there from Faye West on Taylor Walker. Oh, and a good hit from Iverna on Rio Kovac. And he was almost really close on the backfoot violation there, Kovac. Was just close. Faye West on front court now. Nice block there from Iverna. And Faye West with the nice try there. And after this equipment problem here, we continue the game. Smart with inbounding from Cheltenham. Looks for Kovac. Even I was there. Tried to catch the ball, but he was not able to. And Cheltenham keeps the ball. Walker being double trapped by Cassin and West. But he still gets the ball. And tries to find back to Kovac. Not possible though. And the turnover. And Leicester has the ball from the corner. Cassin. Good shot from Haley Cassin to Iverna. Jonathan Iverna with some help from Faye West. And a try for the French three-pointer. Kovac on front court now. And the try from Luke Wilson. Faye West for Leicester. And the try for Faye West. Walker. Kanakovac. Kanakovac. Smart on front court. 10 seconds left of the quarter. Walker. 5 seconds left. Smart. Kanakovac. But they were not able to make the try. And the third quarter is over. And we're waiting for the fourth quarter with a 21 try lead for Leicester Tigers against Cheltenham Tigers. 50-29. Get right back to you with the fourth quarter. Back here on court one with the fourth quarter in this second semi-final in League One at the Rugbymania 2025 from Rokitka Sports Hall in Prague. This game between the two GB teams, Tigers, Leicester Tigers and Cheltenham Tigers, has so far been a big success for Leicester. Cheltenham started with the ball here in the fourth and made the first try. Leicester are up in the lead by 20 tries at the moment. Mark Peters on court now for Leicester with the first Leicester try in this quarter. We also see number 14, Jack Colson on court for Leicester. I think it's his first appearance in this game. And that's a turnover again. Another Leicester ball from sideline. Peters Peters finds the hole in the middle of the key defense. And another try for Leicester. Millie Partridge, try for Cheltenham. Peters, long pass to West. And Taylor Walker is leaving the court, trying to defend against West. And we have a penalty try. Walker. Back to Pengover. Back to Walker. Strong defense there from Faye West. But Walker managed to cross midcourt. A long pass there to Partridge, who was not able to grab that pass. And it goes out of the line, and turnover and another inbound for Leicester. Peters. Good push in there from Mark Peters, the Danish 3-5. And another try. It also looks like if this, like I said, I will not say too much, but it seems like Leicester will win this game and play Prague Robots in the final, and that will be also an interesting Denmark versus Denmark fight there, because in Robots we have two Danes, Sebastian Fredriksson and Dion Jørgensen, and they will play against Mark Peters. So interesting small fight in the big final. Danes against the Dane. Partridge on the floor. Peters grabs the ball. And a try from Mark Peters. I think Millie Partridge was hurting her elbow when she fell down. Walker, long pass, tries to find Partridge. Too long for Partridge. And another turnover. According to the game for bronze, which seems to be played now between Givea Sharks and Cheltenham Tigers, I don't know. Maybe I hold Sharks as small favorites there too. I think they impressed a little bit more in their game against Robots than Cheltenham is doing here. So yeah, I would say that Sharks is favorites in that bronze game, and Leicester Tigers is the favorites in the final. But I think it will be a good final against Robots. The Robots have the chance, I'm quite sure. Walker. Still Walker, 10 seconds left on the shot clock. And Walker finds this gap in the corner. Try for Cheltenham. Pass from Faye West up to Jack Colson. And Jack Colson with the first try for him in this game. He looked happy about it, and he was very well cheered from his teammates on the bench as well. Nice to hear. Jack Colson, first try for him in this game. Partridge for Cheltenham. Being under hard pressure from Peters. Peters swipes the ball out of Partridge's lap. And the referee decides it's a Leicester ball. Obviously, they thought that Partridge was clearly touching the ball. Before it went out of sideline. So turnover and Leicester ball. Bruno Carrico. And now Leicester putting on Caitlin Kaminsky, number 1, and Lewis Evans, number 22, on court. Cheltenham also subbing in on court. Now we see Ria Kanikovac, Mike Whitehead, and Luke Wilson. I believe also Alex Smart is in the on court. Kanikovac, Whitehead, Mike Whitehead, the Canadian three-pointer. So experienced. Been in the sport for many, many years. Many, many games for Canada's national team. Peters. Peter cross middle line. Peters cross the try line. And the next try for Leicester Tigers by Mark Peters. Kanikovac. Good defense there from Carrico. Kanikovac looks for Smart, finds him, and then back to, supposed to be back from Whitehead, pass to Kanikovac, but wasn't able to grab that pass. Kaminsky receiving the inbound from Carrico. Kaminsky on front court now. Nice pass to Lewis Evans. And Evans with a try. Smart. Whitehead. Kanikovac. Whitehead. And a good block there from Luke Wilson, creating some space for Whitehead. Finding a try for Cheltenham. Lewis Evans. Good pushing there from Lewis Evans. Great job, but also great defending from Kanikovac. And Evans is leaving the court. Good defense from Rio Kanikovac, the Canadian 2-5 in Cheltenham. And a turnover on the ball for Cheltenham. Oh, and Whitehead finds the bumper on Rio Kanikovac. And it's a backcourt violation. Turnover. Ball for Leicester. 2 minutes and 32 seconds remaining on in this fourth quarter. We have Leicester 60, Cheltenham 35. Peters bumps into his teammate Carrico. But he had so much speed, so much power, so he was able to go through Carrico, so to speak. And a try from Peters. Good block there on Wilson on Peters. Whitehead passes over his head, finds Kanikovac. Kanikovac still. And a try there from Rio Kanakovac for Cheltenham. Peters. Long pass to Kaminski. She was afraid she would lose that ball, but she got it in the last second. She had to lean over. Try from Kaminski. Peters working hard there in the defense against Whitehead and Smart. Long pass from Whitehead to Kanakovac. Peters almost on the floor. And a try from Wilson for Cheltenham. Lewis Evans. Oh, I don't think he was aware about the line there. His court awareness was not 100% there, I think, and he ran over the line, leaving the court. Substitution in Leicester, number 15, Haley Casson, in on court instead of number 1, Caitlin Kaminski. Whitehead to Wilson. He's trapped by Carrico and Casson. Wilson finds Kanakovac. And Kanakovac finds the try line. Cheltenham try, and Casson with the inbound to Peters. Peters, a long pass to Evans. And Evans with a try. And with 46.1 seconds remaining of this fourth quarter, Cheltenham is taking inbound. Wilson to Whitehead. Good defending there from Peters. And that was a little bit lucky there for Cheltenham. The ball back to Whitehead again. And a try for Cheltenham. 25.1 seconds left. Cassin to Peters. Long pass from Peters. Stopped by Smart. Turnover. Good chatter from Smart. And this long inbound from Peters. And we have a turnover. Timeout call from Cheltenham. And they will move this inbound to front court. 12.7 seconds left of the quarter. Whitehead, 10 seconds left. Still Whitehead looks for Walker, finds him, back to Whitehead. And yeah, no. What was the try? They have to discuss this, the referees, Ross and Cha. And yeah, Whitehead was awarded a try. It's a try for Cheltenham, the very last thing that happens in this game. And we have a victory, a big victory here for Leicester Tigers against the Cheltenham Tigers, 63-40. Congratulations to Leicester on going to the final now against Prague Robots. Cheltenham Tigers we will see playing for bronze against Agivia Sharks. Thanks to both teams for a good game. And thanks to both referees, Marcus Ross and Hoon Cha, for great refereeing. like I said, for me, the final will be between Leicester and Prague will be. I would say that Leicester is small favorites there, but it will be a great game, I'm sure, with two impressive lineups in both teams. So it'll be probably one of the best finals in the Rugbymania history. So looking forward to that. But before that, we will have the final in League 2 as the next game on this Court 1. Nice to have a game from League 2. The big final between Italy and Canada Development Team. Northern Lights they called, but it is Canada Development Team playing against Italy. I think it's this Italy national team as well. So really looking forward to this final in League 2. Would be nice to watch in about 10 minutes on this court. So stay tuned and we'll get back to you.